Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review, scruffy beer review. But there's a reason behind me being scruffy. Well, I'm normally scruffy anyway. It's part of the parcel of the job being a gardener. But anyway, this is Nostalgia. It's a coffee porter, 5% ABV. That rain? Oh, that's not what I need. I've just weed. There's a reason why. Coffee porter, a smooth dark porter aged on hand. Selected specialty coffee beans, 6 different malts of Munich Pale Ale, oat, flakes, chocolate, Cara 120 Special B. 3 classic hops of Chinook, Mount Hood and Cascade. At Nostalgia, so that's the name of the brewery then, we imagine the classic beer styles of the past. We have a passion for using traditional brewing techniques to showcase the purest and most high quality malts, hops and yeast to make our beers. Fair play on that. And it's a Belgian brewery, nostalgiabeer.com. So no wonder I've never heard of them. So I did 8 hours at work, standard 8, well, more, I always do more than 8 hours, it's usually about 8 and a quarter. That's nice. Anyway, and daughter rang up yesterday saying, "Can Dad come and do my garden?" Bearing in mind she has got a hubby who's, But anyway, the grass. Oh my God, grass was up here. It was a mess. I took the work strimmer. Bloody rain, that's all I need. I've just re-killed someone's garden, 2 gardens. Strimmed it all down, trimmed the weeds on the front. I usually like to pull weeds out, but not when there's dogs have pissed and that all round. So I'm not dealing with that. Trimmed them down, and then weed killed everywhere whereas it should have dried off beautifully. Trimmed all the grass down, and what I do on gardens where it's ridiculously long, right, and you don't want to rake it up, trim it down, get it trimmed down right down low, and get the blower. If you've got a blower, petrol blower, electric blower, something with a bit of oomph, give it a blow. Basically that blows it, and it looks lovely and level afterwards. Looks lovely and level. It'll dry off quicker, and the grass that's fell will fall into the gaps where there's soil with no grass on. But there you go. And then I came home after that, battled the rush hour traffic in Nottingham, which is an absolute cowbag. I looked at the neighbours' gardens across the road, and I thought, ooh, and I've got the strimmer there, and I thought. I get on really well with both neighbours. Both struggle to do the gardens at times. One's been away for a month to Sri Lanka. She's had a terrible time with her husband doing the dirty on her, And then the other lady, Mel, she's had a liver kidney transplant, and sometimes she can't do the garden for the weather and all that. So I've gone in, I've trimmed in Mel's garden, trimmed all the weeds down. Always leave a bit for the weed killer to get hold of. And then next door, grass on the front, pathway, driveway, full of weeds, done the same. Battered it down, and then I've blown it so it's clean, and then I've weed killed both gardens. So a little bit of a random act of kindness. What takes them a day conventionally took me literally 20, 30 minutes to go in, hammer down with a strimmer, and then weed kill, and blow and weed kill. And it's standard gardening on gardens where, Mel's garden, actually I've given her a load of plants over the years, so her garden's quite a nice garden, but it's just full of weed at the moment. But literally within a space of a week to 2 weeks, depending on the hot weather, if we get some hot weather, and it don't get washed out by this bloody rain, it will all dissipate or disappear, and they'll both have nice clean gardens. And if I have to, for the sake of 5 minutes with it just going over the bloody a bit of weed killer and just blasting them out of the way, I'll do it, you know, because I don't like scruffy gardens anyway, and neither of them got any money either, so it's, you know, both struggling with bills and stuff, so, you know, it is what it is. Act of kindness. So anyway, it's a black pour, an off-white head on that. Oh, the aroma of coffee is absolutely sublime. No, I don't know coffees. I'm not. I like coffee. I'll drink the bugger, but don't ask me what's an espresso and all that. But I think this is an espresso aroma. It smells of coffee, for want of a better word. So I'm recording this today, Friday, hence work close. Tomorrow we're off out, so I'm going to do a tap room, a couple of pubs, a little bit of a pub crawl around Arnold, and yeah, then get the bus home probably. That is really nice. Like I say, brand new brewery to the channel. Bought it from, it would only be Smiling Grape, low cost beer. It's really the only place, that and Adventure Beer and supermarkets are the only 3 places I go these days. Once the car MOTs are out there in Christmas, then there's always something, isn't there? There's always something to save money up for. And put something in the kitty ready for it. But yeah, I'm on the work thing. I'm massively winning now. I look at the Cockcliff site, the on where I got married, and when you've got a big garden, at first it seems massive. And although Cockcliff never really did seem massive, but there was just a lot of bloody work. And as you conquer a garden, it, in a strange way, becomes smaller, because you take over bits and you win. You get rid of the weed element, like nettles and brambles and docks, you know, anything that's bloody perennial, get rid of them buggers. And, you know, you'll never get rid of weeds altogether. But by getting rid of the worst of the weeds, it makes life easier. And by doing a bit now and again, an hour or 2 a week, if it's a bigger garden, more than an hour or 2 a week. But by doing work on the garden, you will start to win. And at the Cockcliff site now, you drive into the site, and I've got to be honest, the site is really starting to take shape, come into its own. There's literally flowers everywhere. There's only small bits now that I've not conquered, and then as I conquer things, I move into another area and I think, how do I beat that? How do I make that even better than what it is? And the thing for me is, while I'm still quite young, you know, 52 is young in the grand scheme of things. Funny, when you're a 20-year-old, you think 52, old bastard. And then when you get to 52, you are still quite young. And, you know, I'm not super fit as in I'm fucking slim and I've got a 6-pack and all that. But I could put myself up against any 20-year-old gardening, digging, hedge trimming and all that, and I bet you I'd batter them. Or at least give them a fucking good go. You know, but obviously using the brain to win at work and keep winning. Not everything, you'll never win everything. In any garden, you'll do something and it fails. We've had bedding schemes at work fail. And these are bedding schemes chose by the likes of me, for starters, but people with a massive knowledge of gardening. And sometimes they fail. Dodgy plants, bad soil, a lot of different things. Sometimes bloody squirrels eating the geraniums. Yeah. Planted 4,200 geraniums in a bed. Within 7 days, the squirrels had ate 700 geraniums. And that's all because we put chicken manure pellets on the bed. So the geraniums took in the chicken manure pellet, and it obviously the taste of that, a nice bit of chicken in the geranium. Oh, chicken. And they just ate the 700. In the end, we ended up getting rid of them and putting busy lizzies in. Didn't so I won't bother about the busy lizzies. So just goes straight on it. So yeah. As always, Raggy's Beer Reviews, the most random tangents, and and different beer reviews. I don't think there'll ever be anybody who does beer reviews anything like me. There is personality in beer reviews out there, but rather unique in that sense of it. I've got a right itch. I took the hay fever tablets, and I've got the itches from how. Luckily, it's only on my legs at the moment and my back. But getting the ass, I'll sort that out. So, yeah, absolutely enjoying this. I love the fact that they want to use the old ingredients and do it right, but in a modern way, And there's something to be said for that. Some of the best beers in the world are beers that have been brewed for generations, but brewed and stayed brewed properly. Not brewed, put into supermarkets, and then 1, you start lowering the hops, 2, you start dropping the ABV, and 3, you use cheaper ingredients to get the beer. And them sort of things eventually will fail the beer, which is sad. Obviously, there's reasons behind all that. I'm not getting into that. I'm just drinking a nice beer. Oh, I have now stopped for the weekend. Did 2 gardens extra that I didn't even plan to do. I had no intentions of coming home and doing neighbours' gardens, but that thing of just randomly helping people, it's a lovely thing. I get a buzz out of it. I don't want no thanks. I don't do it for thanks, but I do it. When they come home, I think Mel must be away. So she's away because it's already closed the curtains, and the car's not there. So I presume she's away. So I'll have to tell her not to touch a garden because I've already re-killed it. And next door, she's gone to work and her kids are still in Sri Lanka. So bless her. And she's struggling as well. I hate to see people who I consider good neighbours and good friends struggling. In the world we're in, that bit of kindness, makes for a good world. Hey, and if you can get something out of it, not money, just happiness, then you've done well. I think, anyway. But anyway, this beautiful coffee aroma, like I say, a lovely dark beer, slightly off-white haired, coffee aroma. Coffee taste, there's a bit of chocolate in there, but yeah. Nostalgia, wow, cracking beer from over to Belgium. Loved it, absolutely loved it. I could drink this for hours. It's just beautiful. Will you get it in the UK? I've no idea. It's lovely to be trying beers from, Belgium anyway. I didn't even know it was. I just picked it up off the shelf and I've got nostalgia. Never heard of that brewery. But there you go, you see. The world of beer is an amazing world. And for me, out of 5, a good 4.55 out of 5. Would I drink it again? Oh, yes. And that's it for this review. As always, massive thank you to those who watch the channel, comment, subscribe. And long will we carry on, hopefully fit and healthy and all that. And yeah, life is that, every day is another jigsaw to another road to drive down with bumps and stuff in. Yeah, more bumps on these roads in Nottingham than a little. It must be the pothole city of the world. Well, maybe not, but we're certainly not good. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you soon.